everyone. Happy New Year. I am Danielle with Trinity Readings, and we are going to do the Aquarius Weekly Tarotscope for June 1st through June 7th. The first Tarotscope of 2020. The very first one. You guys did good this year. Or this year. You know what I mean. Alright, so let's see. I'm assuming if it's the first week of the year, all of these tarotscopes are going to be amazing, right? You deserve it, don't you? Alright, let's see what we have. Okay, the first card we have is the Seven of Wands. We also have the Nine of Wands over here. So to me, that shows somebody being very guarded. It shows somebody feeling like they have to defend themselves, feeling like they have to fight for something. But in the middle, we have the World card, and that represents the end of a cycle. I want to say with that, maybe your energy right now is just, you feel like it's something has just been a constant struggle. And it's almost like you thought the struggle was over, and then you're seeing that there's still a little bit more. Maybe you're dealing with somebody who has kind of blocked you, or somebody who is just very closed off, very guarded. But having these cards on both sides, that could also indicate that you're in a connection with somebody where you're both very guarded. And with the World card being in the middle, it's like you both kind of want this cycle to end. Let me see what else we get. Yeah, we have the Emperor. Somebody is really, it's almost an energy of somebody just kind of wanting to take control of their life. Like we have this really peaceful energy in the middle. We have this energy of the end of a cycle. And with the Page of Pentacles, that's kind of the desire to start something new. It's also a new stable offer. It's a new commitment. It's kind of a date offer. But it's always something solid. And the Page of Pentacles is also somebody who really wants to take the time to learn. But on both sides, you have this very strong guarded energy, very strong ego energy. So what that kind of says to me is maybe you're connecting with somebody and you both kind of want the same thing. You both want this new start, but you both have your guards up. You're both very guarded. Neither one of you are kind of wanting to neither one of you seem to really want to be the first person to kind of break down your walls. We have this Five of Wands here, and that does represent a lot of conflict, and it tends to represent a lot of external conflict. So it might be that you've had some kind of disagreement with somebody, and you both kind of want to end the conflict, but I think that neither one of you are really willing to bend to be the first person to kind of offer that olive branch. Yeah, we have the Five of Swords here, and that indicates that indicates somebody who is more focused on winning, or more focused on being right. So if there was a conflict or a disagreement or an argument with somebody, it's like somebody just wants to be right. They're not ready to compromise. They just want to know that they won the argument. Well, this is not a good way to start the new year. And we have the Four of Wands in the middle here, so it's almost like, it's crazy. Yeah. In the middle, it's like both. If you're dealing with somebody else, you both want the same thing. This Four of Wands is that comfort card, that soulmate card. It's starting a new connection with somebody. It's like you both want the same thing. But then we have the Two of Pentacles so that's somebody who's trying to maintain the image of having everything under control. And then we have the Six of Pentacles as the overall energy. And so what that indicates is an imbalance in the give and take in the connection. Wow. And with this energy being so strong on both ends of it, again, it's just like neither one of you wants to really bend. And with the Six of Pentacles, it could be that in the past with this person, you have felt that that you've been the one making all the effort, and so you don't want to let down your guard right now. I would also think that you and somebody have this really good, strong connection, but you have a lot of other people interfering on both ends. So you might have friends or family or acquaintances that are trying to butt their nose into the relationship, and then they have the same thing. It could be a lot of outside people trying to interfere with this connection. But in that regard, with this being in the center, the connection itself is very strong. It's just a lot of external bullshit that you're having to kind of deal with. Let's see what else we get. Yeah, it's definitely saying that if you and this person are in some kind of conflict, or it could be that this connection is just not moving forward, and it's because both of you have your guard up. One person is not willing to break and not willing to open up, and I do feel to some extent it's because they're wanting to kind of guard their heart, not really wanting to show any vulnerability. Yeah, and then on the other end, you have this Four of Cups. It's like, one person is not willing to bend, and one person's not really willing to open up to this connection, or take this connection to the next step. And then the other person is kind of saying, well, if I don't get that, then I don't want anything. But there's the Three of Pentacles with the World card. You both want to work this out. But no, I'm sorry. It's not funny, but it is. Yeah, we have the Page of Pentacles and we have Justice. That's the desire to come together in a connection. Okay, so let's get one more right here. And the Ten of Cups and the Four of Wands, that's a soulmate relationship. I do want to say also, if you're single and you're, on the inside, you're wanting a connection, you're wanting to meet somebody new, you're wanting to have this soulmate connection. If you have not met anybody, what this is saying is because you really have your guard up, and you might not realize it. But what this is saying is to other people, you seem very, you're coming across as very guarded. So keep that in mind. Because with this Four of Cups, that is saying that somebody is trying to make an offer, but you're just not seeing it. For the overall energy, the Six of Cups, the Six of Wands, the Six of Pentacles. Again, 3 sixes, that does indicate a soulmate connection. And it's also bringing balance into that connection. But I will say, with the Six of Pentacles and the Six of Wands, somebody is more focused on their appearance. Somebody is more focused on, again, winning. And the other person is fighting this back and forth with, they feel that they are the ones that are giving all the effort into this connection. And I do feel on this side, there is somebody that is just not really willing to open up right now. And then there's this other person who is trying to fight for the connection. And then when they get rejected, they're tired of fighting, and so they back off. With the Six of Cups, though, there is some that is kind of saying that even though you might feel that you're giving effort and this person isn't, there is an energy that you two are mirroring each other. And what that means is you're also triggering each other. So I would say in that regard, take a step back maybe and really look at what it is about what this person is doing that is really upsetting you. Because if it's something that continues to happen and you keep getting triggered and you keep getting the same situations, that is showing you something that you kind of need to look within yourself and kind of heal within yourself, if that makes sense. I would, in that regard too, I would recommend taking time, maybe if you can, to look up what mirroring and triggering is within soulmate connections, because it'll really help you understand kind of the dynamics of that type of relationship, because those situations will continue to go on until you're able to acknowledge the triggers and heal them within yourself. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull some cards for advice and see what we get. Now, again, if you're single and you're not connecting with somebody, again, that's just kind of saying that you've probably been through a lot. You've been through a lot of really painful connections or difficult relationships, and that is saying that, you really do have your guard up and you have this energy to other people of being very guarded, which makes it hard for people to approach you. And so in that regard, I would recommend really doing some heart chakra work this week. If you're wanting to manifest a relationship, if you'd rather just be single, then just, keep doing what you're doing. But if you're wanting to manifest a connection and you do feel like you're guarded, doing some heart chakra meditations is very helpful. All right, so let's just see what guidance we can get for you this week. Okay, we have the Hangman on the bottom, which is the overall energy. Now, in the regards of guidance, what this is saying is to look at this situation from a different perspective. And what that's saying is, what is that quote? Insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. If this is a pattern that has been going on between the two of you for for a long time, then the Hangman is saying you have to handle this in a different way. It has to be, it has to be dealt with in a different way. With the Ace of Swords, what that is saying is you really need to, it's a good time this week to really speak your truth. Really speak your mind. Now we have the High Priestess here following that, and the High Priestess does represent kind of keeping things hidden. It's that kind of hidden knowledge. It's that hidden trust. It's our intuition. So what this is saying to me is there's a lot that you don't express to this person, but I feel that it's because you see this person as guarded, and so you maybe feel like, what's the point of expressing that to this person? But with this Ace of Swords and this High Priestess, I feel that this is saying, especially followed by this Three of Cups, if you're wanting this connection to go to the next level, I feel like the guidance is saying, speak to this person, this is what I want, and if I'm not going to get this, I'm ready to cut this out. Now, with that being said, we do have the Knight of Swords and the Emperor. So that does indicate that this person is probably going to have that kind of knee-jerk reaction to that and maybe put up their guard a little bit more. But with the Two of Cups being on the bottom, this is saying that this is the best thing for you, and this is what is going to clear that path to get you guys to this connection. Because yes, this person might take a step back for a minute and might put their guard up a little bit more, but if you stay in this energy of not wanting to accept anything less, and only giving your energy to it when there's that balance between the connection, it is going to bring this connection together. It is going to put you on that level. And with the Knight of Swords, that's a very fast-moving energy, so I don't feel that it will be something that will be, this is saying that things will progress fast. So you might have that knee-jerk reaction from this person when you open up and you're honest with them. But at the end, at the end of the day, it is going to work out to your benefit. And this person is going to take a step back and think about it, and try to figure it out. Not try to figure it out. I feel that they'll put the effort into the connection. Now, if this has nothing to do with the relationship, because for some, I do feel that this might be some kind of family conflict or some conflict with a friend. Again, I feel that it's the same energy. You don't really have to be nice. And I'm not saying to be shitty, but you don't have to sugarcoat things with this person. You tell this person exactly how you feel, exactly what you need, and be willing to not accept anything less. And I do feel that this is what the push is needed to get this moving forward. Because I feel that in this stalemate energy, the longer this goes on, it's just going to make this very, very painful. Let me just pull. Oh, I'm sorry. That was really loud. Let me just pull a few more. Yeah. Yeah, with 432, I think what that's saying is don't accept things the way they are now. If you want this Two of Cups connection, you have to stop accepting things the way they are now and start focusing on what you want and what you want in a connection, what you want in a relationship, and be willing not to settle for any less. Okay? All right, I'm going to leave it at that. I hope you guys have an amazing, whenever you watch this, you're probably watching this a couple days after New Year's. So I hope you're enjoying the first week of 2020. I am sending you guys much, much love. Have an amazing week. Bye-bye.